Hello, everyone. My name is Peny Sotiropoulou, and I am a mixed methods researcher for Advanced HE. And I'm also the person leading on the publication of the Equality Statistical Report for students this year. So just as a slight reminder, this is the delayed 2024 publication, which means it includes data from JISC up until the academic year 2022-2023. This year, I have worked on the transformation of this publication, moving from a static PDF version with some accompanying Excel tables to an entirely new layout, which is much more interactive and uses Tableau dashboards. For this transformation, I worked very closely with a colleague of mine, our data analyst, Faye Thompson. And today in this video, I will showcase you a bit of the functionalities of this new way of presenting the statistical report, using some practical examples to help you navigate these dashboards. Again, before I share my screen and we dive into the dashboards and what this publication looks like, I would like to raise your attention to the fact that besides the actual dashboards that we are going to be looking in a minute, there is an introduction document, which I urge you to go and visit to find a bit more background information around the transformation of this product, but also so that you can find more information with regards to where the data that we are using comes from and what data is collected under each category. And other than that, without further ado, let's move to having a look at what this new layout actually looks like. So I'm just going to share my screen. So this is the landing page that you will be redirected to. As you can see at the top level up here, we have the names of the different dashboards that we have produced, and all of them comprise this publication. So the first two are a user guidance document, which, as you can see, just gives you a bit more information around the different buttons that are included in the pages that are following, information around filters and parameters and how to use those to further tailor the data that is available to your needs. And also important information on how to download visualizations and tables, and how you can cite Advanced HE when you use material from these dashboards. The second page is just a content page. You have in the centrally aligned titles the name of each one of the 7 dashboards that comprise this report. And underneath each dashboard, you have the names of the tables or graphs that are included within each one. So these top level centrally aligned titles, you have the user experience of hyperlink if you want. So if I click on the title, I get redirected to the relevant dashboard. So you might immediately notice that one of the main changes in the way this report is structured is that in the past, each chapter used to follow a specific protected characteristic. We have now moved from that to having, broadly speaking, thematically separated dashboards, starting from the most high-level one, which is the student population overview, and then delving into different areas of interest. So you see protected characteristics, set market and subject area breakdowns, and further breakdowns along these lines. Then we move to degree awards, and we have 4 different dashboards for those. The first 2 just provide a breakdown of grouped awards, so first and 2 ones together, 2 2s, third and passes. And the latter two, the ones that have detailed in the title, just present information for all degree classifications separately. Then we have a social background dashboard, a continuation dashboard, an intersectionality dashboard, and finally, our graduate outcomes destination dashboard. Another major change that some of you might notice as we actually start to look at the data is that in the past, these reports used to include only one academic year's worth of data, but for this publication, we have included 3 years worth of data. So the last 3 academic years of data that are available at 22-23. And we did this just to enable our users to follow trends across time and make such comparisons easier to identify. So I'm going to start showcasing briefly just some examples of how you can use these dashboards. And I'm going to start with this particular dashboard, the student population overview. As you can see, you can scroll down, make sure you scroll down. There's more graphs and tables on each page. But for the sake of this particular example, I'd like us to look at this visualization right here, which shows the breakdown of all students by level of study and domicile. And I'd like us to focus our attention on the postgraduate taught population and look specifically for the teal colored section of these bar graphs, which represents non-EU students. So it is quite clear that we have an increase in this population across time, which is one of the most significant drivers of the overall student population rise noted across time as well. As you can see, if you hover over the graphs, you get further information around the total counts, and the table underneath each graph just follows the layout of the old statistical report, if you want, where you have just numbers presented along each breakdown. I'm going to move next to the protected characteristics dashboard. And I will very briefly show you that at the minute, you can see disability as the protected characteristic of your choice. If you click on this button, you get a drop down and you have access to all the available protected characteristics that you can have a look at. So you can see that if I click on ethnicity, for example, and also you have this further filter that says high level at the minute, but in the drop down you have grouped and detailed just as further filters to help you delve deeper into the data available for its protected characteristic. Now, not all of the levels are available for each one of the protected characteristics, but this button over here is very useful. It says hover to show hierarchy. So if you hover over it, you get a pop-up appearing that tells you what different levels of information are available for this particular characteristic. And you can see that the high level here includes wide pane categorization. The grouped level includes 6-way ethnicity, whereas the detailed level includes the 12-way ethnicity breakdown. So this was a whistle-stop tour, really, of what the dashboards look like. I hope you will find them as exciting as we found them while producing them. It is our big hope that more and more people from across the sector will go and dive at this new tool and use it to the most of its capabilities to try and get the data that they want. Certainly do reach out to us because we would love to know how you are using those, how you are finding using these dashboards. And If you have any questions or queries, please, again, do reach out to us and we will be very happy to help. So thank you very much for your time and attention, and please do use the dashboards, do read the relevant news piece for this publication, and stay tuned for further publications. Thank you very much.